All right, guys. Here's some George Carlin.
I call them Indians because that's what they are. They're the Indians. There's nothing wrong with the word. More likely, the word derives from Columbus's description of the people he found here. In his written accounts, he called the Indians una gente in Dios, a people in God.
A people in God is where Indians come from. That's interesting. I never knew that.
God, in Dios, Indians. It's a perfectly noble thing. And I simply can't justify this awkward phrase, Native Americans. First of all, they're not natives. They came here from Asia over the Bering Land Bridge. In fact, there are no natives anywhere in the world. Everyone is from somewhere else. All people are...
You know, and he puts that in form, like, why are people even fucking laughing? You know, like, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, we all have that knowledge. Like, okay, so they all are picking up on what he's saying. Why are they finding it humorous? It's not funny. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call that should be making everybody think, wait a minute, yeah, none of us, we're all transplants. We've all generationally supposedly been moving around as far as we know. You know, nobody's actually from anywhere. This isn't our place, you know. This is what the fuck does this even mean?
Refugees, immigrants, or aliens. If there are natives anywhere, it would have to be people still living in the Great Rift Valley in Africa. So everyone is just visiting. So much for native. As far as calling them Americans is concerned, well, how can I say this? We steal their hemisphere, destroy 500 cultures, kill 20 million, stick the rest of them on the worst land we can find, and then as a special bonus, we name them after ourselves. I call them
Yeah. I mean, it's just so apparent. I mean, we can, as a species, as a group, when we get in groups, we can justify any fucking behavior. And that's why individuals are so important, because as an individual, you can't do that. You know, you're not going to sit there and talk a bunch of lies and bullshit in front of other people all by yourself, because the people are going to be like, oh, no, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. You're full of shit. But if it's one person, then you got a huge group over here talking all these lies and bullshit. That person has to either figure out he got to get, or he's got to give up his freedom and his truth and fit in with that group. You know, again, it's all about survival. But yeah, you know, just the fact that how they bring, I mean, you listen to these comedians nowadays, you know, you got comedians, you got, God, hundreds, if not thousands of different podcasts that are exposing all of the agendas and all the shit that's going on, and, you know, just all of it. And it's just funny, man. They don't care. Look, everybody that thinks that they're speaking truth and are helping other people and doing all these things, and they're virtue signaling how great they are because they're helping. I'm helping people. They're either charging money, whatever they're doing, they're staying stuck in this system, in this perverse parasitical system. Who cares if the system doesn't even care if they fucking speak truth. The system's like, go ahead, say whatever you fucking want. People are fucking stupid as fuck anyways. We got a hold of them. We got them controlled biologically with those mechanisms. We got it controlled fucking through the brain. We got them controlled through the parasites. We got them controlled through the air. We got them controlled through the water. We got it controlled through the fucking schooling. We got them controlled through their parents. We got them controlled every which way. So go ahead and say whatever truth you want. Who gives a fuck? You know, so that's why, like, all of these podcasts now, and everybody who thinks that they're helping by speaking truth, you know, unless you're just telling your own individual story, you're wasting your breath. You're. It's all about ego. It's all about vanity. It's all about bullshit. Because we don't look. I have watched so much stuff over the years about how the Spanish flu back in the 1800s was complete lie, bullshit, 100%. 100% different than what they said it was. I've sat here through my own experience in life, in my own lifetime as a grown-ass man, individual who has to provide and work and do things and think and process and function, right? Sat here and watched, through my own observations, watched it 4 years ago when they shut the whole world down and said everybody was going to die if they didn't get poison put in their vein and sit at home and hide and put a baby diaper on their face And I see now 4 years later how they lied about that incident and how they're trying to make it seem like it was the earth almost came to a standstill. Problem, reaction, solution. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I can't give any credence towards history. How could I? Everything about history is something that I have to read or lean on the efficacy of another for. Right? I have no proof. If I hadn't been there 4 years ago when I saw them lock everybody down, try to force fucking deadly poison in everybody's veins and put fucking face diapers on and get them to hate their neighbor and not touch anybody. No, I wouldn't believe that even happened. But it did happen and I saw it, but they skew it and they act like something completely different happened. So how do you think history is being repeated to us? There is nothing true about history. Everything you've been taught is a lie. The only thing you have is your experience. That's it. That's all you got is your experience. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else is a lie and part of the Matrix manipulation and illusion. Period. It's that simple. And this is the problem. The landlord right here, right? And then you see the landlords? The landlord says, it's not me causing your rent increase, it's the market. And that's the market. It's a bunch of him. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, well, I'm not part of this. I'm the one that did this. I didn't put this in place. I'm not doing that. Yeah, but you are doing everything. You are participating in every little thing that feeds into this matrix. So just like your landlord says, hey man, it's not my fault, it's the market's problem. You know? He is the market. Without him, without thousands of little selfish, egotistical, parasitical fuck faces like him, there wouldn't even be that problem. But it's not his problem individually. That's what I'm talking about. It's the radical self-responsibility, man. And then you guys go to people like this for your truth. Bobby Hemmett, Billy Carson, David Icke. I mean, thousands of them. What's that one white guy? You see how fat? What I was trying to show you. Look how fat. Who do you think that guy? That guy's telling you he has so much knowledge. That guy will fucking sit there. You could listen to him for a year straight. Just Bobby Hemmett alone. He'll tell you so much goddamn truth it'll blow your fucking mind off. But who's giving that? Who's giving that truth? Is that a spirit-filled biological organism that is all powerful and all knowing and needs nothing outside? No, that is a parasitically fucking driven organism. Look how fat, and that is not normal. But we look to these people for look at David Icke. Look at what's that famous white guy that just died a couple years ago? I mean, everybody, James, god damn it, fucking cocksucker, what's his name? I mean, he's awesome. He's really good. And then you got guys like this. These are new guys. You know, these are millions of these guys coming out.
Do you know there's legislation right now that's about to be voted on?
I mean, look how pretty.
The capital gains tax will have to be paid in the same.
At the beginning, he was talking about how the Matrix is trying to distract you, and he's like, "Yeah, well, look, they're trying to distract you from the capital gains tax." You know what I mean? So, like at every stop, you're dealing with somebody who's a parasite who's operating within the Matrix, acting like they're calling the Matrix out, and just keeping you involved in the Matrix. It causes cognitive dissonance and allows you to get nowhere. You cannot establish a foundation like this. This is what I'm trying to say, is that they are when you go outside yourself, it is an overburdening of truth, of information, of everything, of you know, black is white, white is black, and there's 50 different proofs for everything. And what do you believe? It's all on purpose, guys. Only a parasitical organism is going outside itself for the answer, for the truth, you know what I mean? I mean, look how else they mess with our minds, guys. Look at this.
Probably the most common question I'm asked as a professor at Hillsdale is, what happened to my country
This is so sad, man. And this is so sad. And this is how they get us emotionally. This is how they get us to start playing each other emotionally. And how they get us to just keep ourselves in this loop. And to accept all these unnatural things. And just be on this knowledge quest. And as long as we know it's right. And as long as we just hug each other and tell each other we love each other. Everything's going to be all right. No. Look at this, man. This is so sad. This is how they play on our heartstrings, man. This guy's voice is beautiful. He plays amazing. I mean, it's spellbinding. You click on this. It's called John Moreland. You don't care enough for me to whatever. Tell me I'm fucking fat as fuck. But dude is just amazing, you know. I mean, I remember several years ago when I was into this kind of stuff, music and stuff, and man, I just would listen to this. It just really touches your soul strings. And it's not just soul strings. This is witchcraft, guys. This is witchcraft. They're putting this shit out in front of you. They're putting these parasitical beings out in front of you with these beautiful voices, igniting these emotions within you. So that way you're listening to his words and his beautiful voice and his stringy little instrument, right? While you got the devil here playing in front of you. That is not a natural body. That's not a natural person. That is not a spirit-filled body. Okay? And yes, and so what we automatically do is we're like, oh, he must have had a hard life. You've got to be easier. Oh, we got to give him a hug. Oh, we got to tell him how beautiful his voice is. Oh, we got to do... Right? And this is what you end up with, a society of sick, parasitical beings who are feeding their egos and feeding their pocketbooks, and all in the name of virtue signaling and look at how great I am, and fucking throwing their egos out there. And then we all just go along with it because we got to stroke everything and say everybody's correct and nobody's fat, and know and deny everything that we see with our eyes and our own experience because somebody wants to tell us it's not right. And then we're all running around in circles with our heads up our ass. I think he died a couple years ago. I'm not sure. He might not have. But for some reason, I think he did. But isn't that so sad? I mean, look at the emotions this invokes, man. And you just see this fat guy, and you can see past this fat. You can see past his physical ugliness, right? You can see past these things. And then you just get what happens. You don't think. You get wrapped up in emotions. You get wrapped up in emotions. I mean, that music's hypnotic to me, man. That music is so... I don't listen to music with words anymore, guys. I can't because it's so... It's all a trickery. It's all vanity and egotistical trickery. All of it. All music with words, man. You just gotta be so fucking careful, guys. You gotta be so fucking careful. I mean, so fucking careful. Because this is a mind game, man. This is a mind game. And then like this, like all you cocksuckers that want to fucking, that are like, well, we can upend the political systems, and we can establish our own governments and our own education systems, and we can have our own big businesses, and we can still have all of our joys and all these things that make us happy, and we'll just get rid of all the bad players. Fucking idiots.
Any part of your car connects to the internet, it is spying on you, and it can be accessed at any time by the NSA, CIA, and FBI in order to find your location. Take a look.
Is your car spying on you? Here's how to check. You see, I just purchased a Toyota 4Runner after 18 years of driving a Honda Element. It was like a brick phone on wheels, and now I'm driving...
And this is wrong anyways. Look what she's promoting. Yeah, they're calling out the whole fucking... whatever. But look, she's wearing chemical lace clothing. She's pointing at a $60,000 vehicle that she just bought. That means she had to work her ass off for it. She's promoting all this materialism, right? And the necessity to have these things, right? These are people who want everything. They think they're going to bring their spiritualness into this physicality, and it's all going to work out. You can't have both. This is Lucifer's world. This is Satan's overlay, right? All of this is just a cheap knockoff of everything that we naturally can have in a natural biological environment. All of it is cheap knockoff bullshit trinkets. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they're giving you half truths. They're making it look, oh, what's wrong? They're letting us know that the new vehicles and they're connected to the internet, and we're trying to get legislation to pass. That way they can't do that anymore. Isn't that good for humanity? No. You're just as bad a part of the Matrix as all of them. Because you're delaying, you're obfuscating, you're going around in circles, you're not getting to the root cause, you're playing games, you're promoting, you're saying, yeah, that's bad, but we'll accept this. This is still parasitical behavior. This is not the cleaning out of the old man and cleaning the vessel for the new man. This is not getting rid of the old wine or the new wineskins. This is playing games. This is lying. This is parasitical. This is all illusion. I mean, you guys are reflecting an illusion that you've been brought into and forced upon you. You're reflecting the whole manipulative system that you've been living in your whole life. If you think you can have the spirituality and the physicality of materialism and consumerism at the same time, it can't happen. They conflict like oil and water. They don't go together. It's like a goddamn fucking bear trying to fuck a kitten. It's not going to happen. The bear is not going to give birth to little bear kittens. It's not going to fucking happen. You can't have both. You have to make a decision. What do you want? Who are you? Who wants this? Who wants legislation? Who wants authorities, godly authority figures to regulate and legislate and make sure that everybody's doing? I mean, what the fuck are you even talking about?
A smartphone with all kinds of tracking technology. So the first thing I did before even leaving the dealership was turn off as much data collection as possible. I downloaded the manufacturer's app, entered my VIN, and then defined...
Anyway, she goes into all this, and it's absolutely ludicrous. I mean, it's just so stupid. They're tracking you every which way but loose. But again, so this whole matrix system, see, this whole thing with this goddamn computer tracking and all this, this Earth is a magnetic grid. This Earth has ley lines. This is what supposedly Tesla put out there, right? We're all connected instantaneously, telepathically, spiritually. We can feel, we know, everything. They cut that connection off. They deadened that connection. They told us it doesn't exist. They said it's all in your head. You're stupid, and you don't know what you're talking about. They put us through the first 18 years of life, extreme trauma, abuse, and indoctrination, in order to pump us out into their system to make us useful fucking bottom feeders that feed energy and attention back into the system. Because without us, the system is nothing. It's a parasitical system. And without our attention, without our consent, without our playing along, without our joining in, it doesn't exist. So yes, hallucinating. We are there. This existence is not being hallucinated as in it's all just a dream. No, this existence is being, we get hallucinatory things happening because of our programming, because of the parasites. The parasites are able to make you hallucinate and think you hear things, see things, make you do things. And I went completely blank. Completely blank. So yeah, guys, it's one or the other. You cannot, this whole bullshit of thinking you're going to have all this material possessions and consumerists in the world as you know it, with stores and cars and jobs and houses and servants and fucking carpenters and stock boys and bag boys and secretaries to schedule appointments. You're crazy. You're out of, that's a sick parasitical mind that thinks it's all powerful, all-knowing, eternal, connected to everything, but yet needs all that and wants all that. Why would a being that has everything even want anything to do with that? So, you guys just got to start asking yourself, when you say you want something or you say you're going to do something, who wants it? Who's going to do it? Who's been operating? What this person, what have they been eating today? What have they been thinking? What have they been striving for? What have they been hoping for? What have they been working towards? What are they doing? What kind of energy are they giving off? You know, all of these different things, and you've just really got to question yourself. And, you know, because if you think you're calling yourself some high spiritual being and you don't want to get reincarnated back here, but you're trying to hold on to shit and play both teams, man, yeah, I mean, that's like the ultimate in fucking split personalities, you know, fucking cognitive dissonance, brain fucking going, trying to hold fucking two fucking conflicting points at the same goddamn time and live them out. I mean, that's impossible, dude. Insanity. So, hope that helps.